Often spotted in the streets of Korean cities are elderly people collecting cardboard boxes and other paper material. Making a living this way is physically demanding, and the rewards are very small, but they have little choice. To provide some much-needed support, a couple of groups started some remarkable projects, sure to bring some warmth to them this winter. It's time for our news feature tonight with Oh Jung-hee.
69-year-old Kim Hyo-soon collects cardboard boxes and other waste paper for a living in Seoul's Gwangjin-gu district. Despite the winter cold, she walks all around town to find paper material that's been thrown out.
아침에 갔다가 4시 들어가거든. 4만 원 벌 때리고 5만 원 벌 때리고 그래.
It's physically demanding for paper collectors who are mostly elderly to stay out in the cold all day long, pushing and pulling a big, heavy handcart. But Kim's work has recently become much more manageable. A group of students from Seoul National University came up with new, much lighter type of handcart that has space for advertisements.
Our carts are only about 40 kilograms, much lighter than the ordinary ones, which weigh from 60 to 90 kilos. And because collectors are easy to spot just about anywhere, we attached advertising billboards to the carts so they can make some extra money. The collectors get 90% of the advertising profit.
There are about 1.7 million collectors nationwide, and their average monthly earnings range from $33 to $83. For them, $33 in advertising profit is no small amount of money.
Because of the current economic situation, elderly collectors barely earn $4 a day. Using the new handcart helps them quite a lot indeed.
This cart is so much easier to pull and push. It's lighter and I can load more. The small one I usually use, it often falls over. And now I earn more. I'm really grateful to these students. Who would think to help me like this?
Lee says his team hopes to expand the use of the new carts so that paper collectors can take more pride in their job by making it less tiring and giving them a greater, more stable income.
The Environment Ministry will provide us with support to produce 100 new handcarts. These will be used in Gwangjin-gu and Gwangjin-gu districts. But in the end, we hope we can make a lot more so that every collector in the country can use one.
This exhibition doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary with its colorful paintings on white canvases. But there's a special point here. The canvases on which these small and cute paintings are drawn are made of waste papers.
A volunteer sits down to make canvases out of discarded boxes. These boxes are bought directly from the collectors at a price 10 times higher than what the market pays.
We learned that paper collectors can earn very much, despite how physically demanding their work is. So we decided to create a virtuous cycle where it's possible to make a decent profit from discarded paper. The product we chose to sell is our work on waste paper canvases.
The volunteers make the canvases by themselves, and other talented volunteers fill them in with paintings or calligraphy. The art is sold to the general public, and the proceeds are used to buy more boxes.
It's truly wonderful to be a part of this project. The main driving force of this whole thing is love, and my volunteering produces tangible results.
These projects are in their early stages and still have a long way to go. But they've already brought delight and warmth to paper collectors. They say sharing doesn't have to be on a huge scale. Rather, it starts with showing a bit of care for our neighbors.
Many tend to think that to share, we have to hand over a lot of money. The heads of big companies donate tens of thousands of dollars. But sharing doesn't necessarily have to be like that. We achieve it just by finding another use for scrap cardboard.
Sharing starts with paying attention. All the time we see around us elderly people collecting waste paper, but we tend to see them as a minor part of our society. Showing warm attention and love for our neighbors will in the end come back to us as happiness.
Oh Jung-hee, Arirang News.